What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I'm back at it again. I haven't been recording for a long time, and that's just because I haven't had anything to do. Honestly, Paul and Brody both put their bikes away for the winter. Nante moved out, so he's not going to be in any videos, at least any recent ones. And Logan's out working on our clubhouse, actually. So we're kind of screwed there, but of course I got Cletus. By the way, you guys didn't get to see the new look. Whole frame got repainted black. I took all the stickers off this. It's pretty banged up and scratched, but we're gonna repaint that black. We got the oh, it's cold out here. We got a new 3-inch LED. Sadly, we don't have it wired up yet, so I can't record at night, but this fucker's bright. And plus, we got the old number plate off the old dirt bike, which is really nice to have. And then we got this rack that my neighbor gave me along with this toolbox, and along with some wheelie/passenger pegs, which he did all of this for me pretty much, except the light and the number plate, which me and my stepdad did. But yeah, she's a little fucking beast, boys. So we're gonna, there we go, get clipped back in here. Give you guys back first person. And I'm gonna try to remember not to yell, because the mic is right in front of my face. But yeah, this is how I gotta wrap it down, or else my gas tank will fall out. Or fall off, I should say. Also, guys, if you're thinking about getting a bike just to run around on, not do any like crazy serious riding, but just to have fun with, I honestly highly suggest getting a mini bike, even if it's just a pit bike. Like this one, you don't have to shift, so if you don't know how to shift, this would be a good bike for you to start on as well. I'm trying to figure out where to hook this one, because it doesn't want to go anywhere. It'll go right there, though. And hopefully that'll hold it on enough. I don't know. We'll see what else we can do. But, yeah, if you guys are looking for a bike just to cruise around on, kind of mess around, not do any serious riding, you're not really worried about speed, you just want to be out and about on the bike, mini bikes and pit bikes are definitely the way to go, even if that's going to have to work. Even though it's probably not going to work. So we'll do something like that, and then also hook that down there. That'll work. There we go. But yeah, pit bikes and mini bikes are definitely way to go, because trust me, if you wreck, yeah, you might get hurt, but you're not going to get hurt that bad. And not only that, but they're definitely good to practice, throwing a bike around, because it's hard to throw a small bike around, especially one of these with big tires on it, because leaning is way different from a bigger bike. So I learned how to control other bikes on small bikes like this. Now, that's just me personally. Not everyone's like that, but yeah, I got both batteries fully charged. I plan on being out for most of the day, if not all of it. I'm kind of waiting for these guys to leave the hardware store over there, trying to buckle my backpack together here. There we go. But I'm trying to wait for them people to leave, because as you guys can see here, me and Logan explored this the other day, but all this like loose shell and dirt and stuff, this walking path, as you can see, it curves, I should say, right around there. There's benches at each one, pretty much each turn roughly, but yeah, it curls around here, around these pavilions, and then it goes the whole way around the field, which is like it's a football and soccer field, so it's pretty fucking big. And then it comes around, curves a little bit by the dugouts for the baseball part, comes back up here. This turn's pretty sharp, actually, when you're getting fast. And you come back here, and it's like a little racetrack. But it's hard to get on, because if there's not people here, there's people out and about. And you don't want people out and about, because that's how you get the cops called. But yeah, I got a few drinks packed up for me. Put my back pegs down. See if we can get some wheelies. But yeah, I got a few drinks. I got some other shit for myself. Gotta choke it, huh? But yeah, she's actually a really comfortable ride. Hold on, let me find my pegs here. See if we can get a wheelie in. No, that was a bad one. Ready? Oh! Almost failed that one. Yeah, we got a full tank of gas now, so that'll last us most of the day. This engine's really loud, sadly. Also, guys, I'm gonna wait till I get up here so I can lay off the throttle and you guys can hear me. But okay, so my old helmet from my old videos, which I sadly didn't keep any of the camping videos up, but the helmet that I wore in those videos with my visor, we lost that a while ago. That's why I've been wearing this blue one that you've seen in the last videos, which Paul's dad gave me. Well, we found, after a year and a half, we finally found my old helmet, and it's out at a friend's house. And we're going to be going and picking that up soon, so you guys won't have to worry about wind anymore. That, and I'll be able to give, like, Logan usually rides passenger with me, now that I have my own bike, whereas he used to ride on Brody's 85, which his 85 could not handle having two people on it. So, Logan usually rides with me, and having another full-face helmet like this blue one that I'm wearing will now be his helmet for when he's riding with me. And I'll have my old helmet on. So, you guys won't have to worry about wind and noise like that. And I won't have to worry about being as cold as I am right now, because my face is all open, because there's not a... The whole point of this is that Logan will be more safe. We'll both have full face helmets on, but my mic will be covered and cleared as the driver and as the guy recording, with my visor for my old helmet, as long as it still fits. It has been a year and a half. So, yeah, we'll see. Also, I ride this thing way too much like an MX bike. Look how pretty that is. It's very sunny. I'm sorry if there's a glare. But yeah, I stand up on this thing and I ride like the berms and the potholes. That's little, not berms, whoops. The little whoops that are on some of the trails and stuff like that. And just like the bumpy trails. And on some of these potholes, I'll just stand up and I'll bounce the bike back and forth. Also, I'm going to give it a little more throttle. I'm tired of going the speed limit up here. Yeah, well, I was at the gas station. I was filling my gas tank up, or my gas can, so I could fill my normal gas can up, because I wasn't sure if it would hold everything that I put in. But this guy walked by and asked me if I was going to ride it in the snow, which I have already done, and I didn't record, and I wish I would have. I'm not getting off topic like I usually do. This is the topic. I'm talking about riding this in the snow. But I really wish I would have, because not only was I doing wheelies in the snow, but this whole road, the road that you just watched me drive up, was all covered in snow and ice. So I was doing full speed so I wouldn't like lose traction pretty much, because I had no traction if I would have stopped. I would have got stuck because of how slick it was. Like, I stopped once on that road while it was all frozen over, and it fucking, oh god, it, I had to sit on the ground and like shimmy my way off the road because it was so slippy I couldn't even stand up. Like, it was bad. But I was like blowing my back wheel out, like sliding, fishtailing the whole way down the road on purpose, bro. It was so fun. I was dragging my pegs and everything, dragging knee, going around corners, sliding. It was crazy. But that same day, I also got followed by some guy in a truck. I was up where you guys, like where I just pulled in and turned around. I was sitting up there, that's the gun range, and I saw this truck pull up this road and went around the back of the building back here. Hold on, I'll show you real quick. Let me turn around. But that building right here that we just came up, he went behind it instead of in the normal parking area. So I thought he just worked there. I thought he was trying to organize something. Well, apparently he wasn't, because I came out from the gun range. I took a few pictures for the Instagram, by the way. I'll make sure to check that out. That's at jsb.ah. So yeah, make sure you check that out. That's where I post all my pictures and stuff from the adventures on the bikes and everything. But I came back down this road and I started fishtailing a lot, and I couldn't gain traction, and I was trying to ride normally, doing somewhat the speed limit now that people were coming up here, and I didn't want to make anyone mad, but I started losing traction right about here, around these like turns. So I stopped like right by this big tree clump right there. I stopped right about there, and I was at the side of the road because I almost dropped the bike coming up here, and I stopped real quick, got on my phone, put my phone away, got back on, and that same truck was coming back up. And he was way back there by the guardrails, moving real slow because of the ice, so I was like, okay. And I pulled out just like this, took it real slow, almost wrecked, so I pulled off on the side where there was a bunch of snow instead of just ice, and rode up the snow on the side of the road, and he was behind me. So I picked up speed a little bit, I got my momentum, I got my traction, and I hopped back on. Hold on, I'm going to get this stick out of the way. But I just started moving on, and I started picking up some more speed. And I came up here to the pavement, because this is all like packed shell, and there's a little bit of concrete under it. It's just concrete, dirt, and shell, that's all it is. But I came up here to the stop sign at the pavement, and I came up. I'm just mapping this out. I literally have no plans for today except riding and wheelie practice. And I found my charger and charged my GoPro batteries up and everything, and I was like, well, fuck it, better make some content. But I pulled up right in here, and he was sitting at that stop sign, and he wouldn't move until I did. So I'm not going to go back on the street for right now, but I went way back up there to the top of the hill and waited, and he came where I'm sitting and waited. So I went down to the hardware store where I began the video and waited there, and he came down and then pulled in behind me, and that's how I knew he was following me, when he pulled in behind me up there. So he pulled in behind me and everything, and I took off from him and came back up the hill, and then there's that right turn at the top of the hill that we always pass. If you guys go back and watch me drive up here in this video, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I went down that turnoff instead of this turnoff, and I went back there, and I waited, and he drove past me because he didn't see where I turned off at. And then he turned back around down here. So I took off, and I went up to the middle school in town, because it was after hours. It was like 5 o'clock. So I drove back to the back parking lot, and I sat there, and then I went up the street to see if he was still there, and I thought it was him. I thought it was this pickup truck that was coming up this road, so I turned around and bolted off. but it was actually the cop in our township SUV, and that's the day I almost got arrested on this bike too. That's the second time actually. I might put in some clips and pictures from the one day I went riding. I went out to our neighboring town, and I was riding, going as fast as I could in all these public paved roads, and there were cops. But yeah, that's the day I almost got arrested, because it was our sheriff trainee in the sheriff SUV doing his patrol, and someone called me in for riding on the street. And I had to explain to him, because he knows me personally, that I wasn't on the street riding, causing mayhem. The only reason I was on the street was because I was running from some guy, and he was like, okay, well, just get it back home and try to stay off the streets next time you come out. And I told him, yeah, that was alright. I was going back home anyway. It was cold, it was snowy, the sun was going down, it was almost pitch black. So, yeah. I wish I would have been recording that, because that was quite an interesting time. I gotta keep the bike warm. Whew. It's very bouncy. This is very scary sometimes. I don't want to go any further down, because I don't. Whew. That actually took a lot out of me, shit. But I don't know how muddy it is down there, and I also don't know where this trail goes, because I've never gone down this the whole way. But I know if I go back up and I take a right somewhere, I'll be able to get on, and I'll come back up at the pavement. But I'm not feeling pavement at this moment. It rained real bad yesterday, all day yesterday pretty much. I got a little ride in then too, but I didn't do much. I just did some wheelie practice, which I am getting better at. That wheelie that you saw at the beginning, I did almost loop it, but sure my gas can was back here. But yeah, I just did some wheelie practice, rode around up here, did some mud puddles, did some hill climbs, the usual shit. Wasn't anything too exciting, but yeah, I definitely want to record more often. It's just hard because I don't have a whole lot of people to ride with now. So it's kind of boring when I just go out by myself, but I figured today would be good because I woke up fairly early, and I left around 1 o'clock to fill up, and then brought the bike up here and everything. But it's pretty nice. It's chilly. I mean, the sun hasn't been up for very long. It's definitely going to get warmer in the next hour to 2 hours. But that's just Pennsylvania for you. It's only like 1 or 2 o'clock right now, and the sun hasn't been up long enough to fully heat everything up, but it's definitely much colder up here because there's a body of water. Watch the ruts. Put my feet on the back pegs. There's a nice little one. I definitely know I piss some people off when I bring this bike down here. I know there are people that don't like it, but I don't like them, so it's cool. There was a good one. It's hard to do when this doesn't have a whole lot of torque, so throttle control is really iffy. I have to keep it a very low idle, so it's hard to get long wheelies going. It may just be me making excuses, but I don't really care that much. I'm getting better at wheelies. I'm getting better at what I want to do on this bike. Oh yeah, guys, look how I sit on it. I don't know if you can really tell, but I put my feet back. Here, I'll stand up. I put my feet back there, and it's almost like a crotch rocket, so I can lean forward, and it's like I'm racing, which is pretty cool. And then I can come up here and cruise, or I can sit way far back and put my feet down and relax. I can cruise. It's a blast, honestly. But I need to come up here a little closer to town to make sure I have some service and log in on my backup phone because I broke my main phone. But logging in on my backup phone to my hotspot on my broken phone because I kind of need to have service. But yeah, this is where we'll clip it. Also, check out the new gloves, guys. These are Pugs, high impact gloves. I did look for another color, but I couldn't find them. But all this is padded. This is gridded and padded for grip. All this is rubber padded. All of it. They fit pretty tight. It would help if I tighten them properly before I put all my shit on, but it's cool. I think I just heard a quad. You guys are gonna like Bree too. You guys are really gonna like my friend Bree. She's really fun. I got her really into bikes. She was into bikes before, but now like it's bad. She really likes bikes now, and she wants to get one. And we're gonna potentially get one together. And I taught her how to ride cleat already. On teaching her how to ride a normal bike because she doesn't really want a dirt bike. She wants a street bike. And out of the group of us Eastside riders and all the JJ Moto guys, most of us are dirt bike riders and mini bikes and quads and side-by-sides, but I'm really the only one that has street bike experience. Also, I'm kind of getting bored just sitting here going back and forth this road, so we're going to go hit a hill climb. And a wheelie. It's wheelie time, it's wheelie time. Gather all around, it's wheelie time. Hey look, the moon's out. It's wheelie time, it's wheelie time. The only cure for sadness. Also, I don't know what I should title this video. I literally have no ideas in my tiny little brain of what to title this. It's just a video. I can't get up the balls to do that hill climb that Nante did just because I'm quite a bit heavier than he is. He's like 180 and I'm like 220, so definitely a size difference. He definitely gets a little more out of this bike than I do, and I don't know if I'm going to make it up that. So, anyway, here we go. Oh, come on, Cleet. Yep. This, though. Whew! We did it. That used to be a hill climb too right there. I could ride this back and go down the other way, but I don't want to accidentally slide as I accidentally pull my throttle. Yeah guys, I'm so experienced. I'm going to teach this 21-year-old best friend of mine how to ride these fast street bikes. that she's gonna get registered and actually ride on the street. Aren't I so smart? Full speed ahead. Oh, my hand hurts. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. I hope you guys have a good Christmas. If you enjoy seeing me and Cletus and any of the other JJ Moto guys, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.